Hello and welcome to Unjustified, where we always cover the truth, the facts, the good, the bad, the ugly, on an unbiased and sometimes very unpopular opinion. If you're not a member of our newest channel, Unjustified Crimes, please join us over there as well. You can hit the link in the description box below. There is where we cover all of the breaking crime news. And let's get right into today's video. Okay, this is a video I made about 8 months ago. And as you see, it didn't really get me, that many views, like 1.5K, right? Since then, we have had a lot of new subscribers, okay? And this case really jumped out at me when I first started covering it. And the reason I started covering it is because, to me, it needed some attention brought to it, okay? It wasn't being covered mainstream, wasn't being covered nationally, whatever. There was a few local channels that was picking it up, but that was it. At the time, there was a lot going on with the George Floyd case and several others that were mainstream. This one, it wasn't. In my opinion, I wanted it to be known. I wanted little James's story to be told, okay? When I made this video originally, all of the details were not out about it yet, okay? So I went on to make some updates about little James and another little boy that ended up in the same river that James was put into, okay? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to re-up portions of the first video I made. So those of you that are not familiar with this case will kind of know what's going on. Because in the next day or so, I am going to be putting on a premiere of the entire interrogations of James's mother and her boyfriend. All of the interrogations, I'm going to put up more news clips and articles as well as their court, polygraph. I'm just going to put it all out there because I believe this case needs to be told. Yes, it is a closed case now. It sure is. Do I believe the charges these two were handed down were justified? No, I don't. I believe there should have been more to their charges. Absolutely. This is a re-up from what I did 8 months ago, portions of it. I'm not going to do the whole video. If you want to see the whole video, it's definitely going to be linked down in the comments below. I will pin it if you would like to see this entire video, but I'm just going to do the gist of it so you'll know what the case is about when you start seeing these premieres come out. James Matters. Through the Thanksgiving holidays, it has taken me a long time to put all of these interrogations together, get them all set for premieres, and I don't know, that it's just, I started thinking about little James with the holidays coming up, and his other siblings. Where are they? I don't know. I do not know where they are. I don't know if they're with family. I don't know if they're in a foster home, but I do have to think about them remembering this. This first Christmas they're going to have without their brother and their quote-unquote mother, if that's what you want to call her. Not to even mention the flashbacks of February the 28th, 2021. Actually, February the 26th or 7th, 2021. Okay, guys, here is what happened. Sometimes cases jumps out at me, and that has happened to me at least twice in the last couple of weeks. Today it did it again. Okay, these cases, yes, they're breaking, but at the same time they need to be heard. They need to be heard, and I'm not hearing them anywhere else. Although if you're from these places, then you've probably heard of it. However, it's obviously not making mainstream media. The one we're going to talk about here is horrendous. What do you do when the one that is supposed to be protecting you is the one that is betraying you and literally killing you, okay? This lady, within the last couple of weeks, decided that she did not want her kids anymore. 3 kids, 6, 7, and 9, I believe, were their ages. Because she kept promising her boyfriend that she would get rid of them. Her boyfriend kept pressuring her to get rid of them damn kids. So she takes her 3 kids to a park and had planned to abandon them and just leave them there to fend for their own. Somebody else find them, she didn't care. She was just going to leave them. So she did that. She drives them all out to this park and she puts them out of the car. And she starts to drive away. But when she did, the littlest one, the 6-year-old, little James, he grabs the car door. No, Mommy, don't leave me, Mommy. Don't leave me. What does she do? She speeds off. She kills him. What does she do? She stops, backs up, puts the other kids in the car, and hauls ass. She comes back 30 or 40 minutes later, finds little James dead. She picks him up, puts him back in the van, takes him back to her house, and puts him upstairs. Then, her and her boyfriend take little James's body in the very early morning hours when it's still dark out and drops his little body into the Ohio River. Did you know? Have you heard about little James? Because James mattered. James didn't deserve this. And James deserves full justice, which I feel he will get. I hope. But think about what this is doing to his other siblings that witnessed this, that seen what happened to their little brother. This is something that's going to follow them for the rest of their lives. Please think about those other 2 kids, even right now as we speak. The flashbacks, the nightmares, bless them, bless them. This is Unjustified.